guys want to be on your own, not listen to anyone for your dreams. You want to pursue anything that you want to pursue, but things are not working in your favor. I mean, you don't know where you should go. Just like I didn't know when I started. I just knew I wanted to do something that makes me free. And if you guys want the same thing, if you want freedom, you don't want your parents to tell you what to do all the time and you're just starting out, seriously, I would dedicate this video to my 18-year-old self that it is simple, but your basics should be clear. Our basics are not clear because our brought up is not like that, where all of this is explained, that you have to be spiritual, you have to align yourself with the universe. Your parents don't tell you all this because they don't know. They knew a life that comes with a lot of hard work and literally no smart work at all. But you can actually, what is smart work? Smart work is basically anything that comes easy to you. And how can a thing come easy to you is video is going to be all about that how you can be financially independent and how I achieved it. I'm not saying you are going to be super rich. I'm just saying that you will be able to pursue your dream life in steps, because I am still doing that, but I am way ahead of things that I used to be. So I would love to share how I got there and what I followed. This video is basically for you to learn from my failures, because I failed a lot and I want you to fail less. So yes. So basically I want to tell you that I am 25 years old. I own a manufacturing unit and I also am a content creator. I also am a fashion designer. I'm launching my brand soon. So how did I get the confidence to do all of this? Because it is very difficult for me to just think that my younger self would ever think of me doing all this, because this was all difficult for me too, because these are the basics that I lacked, that I developed, and after that everything happened just effortlessly. So how can you get your dream job? It can be any dream job that you want, or anything. You want to quit your job and you want to pursue something that you are passionate about. Just this video is going to be about the basics. So all the points are mentioned here with time codes so that you don't waste any of your time and you can literally listen to everything. So the first one is clarity. Yeah, I know everyone says make a vision board, do this, do that, but do you know you have to upgrade that vision board, because after some time it will become boring, because when you think, it's just for your brain to accept that you can achieve it. After your brain has accepted it, you have to accelerate it to next level, like upgrade your vision board. After you have upgraded your vision board, only then you will get the motivation. So first is, yes, you have to create a beautiful Pinterest vision board in which all of your dreams are there, visions are there. You have to be very specific. You have to be very, very specific, and it should bring out an emotion. So select images that makes you really, really happy, and all you have to do is print it out and just place them wherever you're watching every day. And I don't want you to deliberately see it, because I feel like that can be a little difficult sometimes. So just place it somewhere that your mind knows it's watching it. You don't know things, but your subconscious is watching everything. And so sometimes when you feel like you knew this incident is going to happen and it happens, is because you think that your conscious mind is just in the world, not looking here and there, but actually your subconscious is capturing every moment. So even if you get a glimpse of an accident, probably your subconscious noticed that the road is broken somewhere, and it'll remind you that you should not go that way because there is going to be an accident or something like that. To understand the power of vision is, you will be, I'm not just going to say do this, do that. I'm going to explain you why, because then only you will be able to stick to it. So vision board is actually going to help you accept the opportunity. Once you have a clear image, you'll see that every day. You will also be aware that some opportunity comes to your way. You have to accept it. because you have promised yourself to get it. You have to be super clear, like what are your, like 4 types of goals are there. One is for growth, second is for finances, third is for relationship, and fourth is spiritual. So what are your goals? Write it down very clearly. If it can be as simple as I want to meditate for 1 hour is for spiritual. Finances, I want to earn 1 lakh every month, finances. And for growth, I want to learn a skill. It can be video editing. Just write it down. I don't want you to be very critical about it. That I don't want you to be very critical if I'll be able to do it, if I'll not. No, it's your dream life. You can write anything. It is so interesting. I remember when I made the vision board first. It was so interesting. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to, but yeah, the vision board that I made actually came to life. Actually did. This second one is still in process because there are going to be a lot of traumas on your way that you've not dealt with. Now what is trauma and everything, I would love to make another video for it, because this video is all dedicated to how to get your dream job. After you have gotten clarity on what kind of job you want, is it going to be a work from home, is it going to be you going to the job, is it going to be you working for someone very famous? Write it down. Second one is awareness. Now you have to look for people who are actually there where you want to be, and what have they done, or what are the skills that they have attained, what are their routines, and where do they hang out, how do they behave, like are they very introvert or extrovert, what are the skills that they have. After looking into that, nowadays it is so easy. You have YouTube, you can actually look into anyone's life you want. And if you are not taking advantage of social media like that, what are you doing? And people are actually letting you in on their secret. Part of awareness is being confident in yourself. You have to be super confident of who you are. You have to fall in love with yourself. Now how can you fall in love with yourself? That you have to see if the quality you have is not harming you in a way. Like I see people saying I don't want to change or I should change. If your conscious mind is telling you that this habit is harming you in some way, okay, work on it. If it makes you interesting, like you're very talkative and some people don't like it, don't bother changing it. It's because not their cup of tea. They need to find someone else. It's your unique quality. It's what makes you special. For me, it's like I love talking about healthy things and that. And if someone is eating junk, it'll make them uncomfortable. Why should I live for the comfort of other people? What they want to say, they want to talk, they can. And you have all the right to be who you want to be. So don't let anyone tell you that you should change. That's that. If it does not align with your growth, don't change. So a part of awareness is also that you should know your strengths. What are your strengths that actually make you different from others? What are your weaknesses? Where do you lack? That is also important, because there's no point of accusing yourself again and again that I'm not able to do it. Instead, know your weaknesses and maybe work on them to make them, like when I was a kid, I never used to like maths, so I did not used to bother spending so much time in maths. Eventually I was a kid who really wanted to do something that I am bad at, but as I grew up I understood I had to, like political science was my strength, so let me just work on that to prove myself that I am good, and let the weakness be like average or passing, that it should not affect me. So work on your qualities like that, so that you can present yourself in a way that everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and that's okay. But a person who is not aware of it is a person who lacks self-awareness, and many people don't prefer working with those kind of people. As much as I like saying that you should be as acceptable of yourself as much as you can, but there's a part that where you should know that these are your mistakes, and if you're repeating it again and again and creating a pattern, you really need to work on it. And don't be in a delusion that these are not my mistakes, because if you don't accept it, you won't be able to improve. The most I have improved in my life are the moment when I have accepted that I am wrong here and I want to be here. So what is that is stopping me? And the first answer that your mind does give you, just follow it, blindly follow it, that you need to change, that you need to work on this. What I do is, when I want to improve or change, is I accept that I'm doing it for myself and not to be accepted by others, or I just take it on my dreams and my growth and not anyone else. Because when you do it for someone else, sort of fall in the category of people pleasing, which we don't want to do, because highly self-esteemed people do not depend on other people's opinion. They do it for themselves. They do everything to become a better version of themselves. Now, the most important part of awareness is gather as much as information about your mind as much as you can. Read a lot of books. Read a lot of books on growth, mindset. I am seriously sorry to say that, but I don't know a person who didn't read and was not able to attain a dream job. They all were, because all they did all the time was self-growth. And if you are finding it a little bit difficult to start on reading, because I was a person who used to keep saying, I am a visual person, I don't like reading books. But the moment I was in trouble and I found a book that had written something that solved my problem, I never looked back. And I also started reading to look cool, but when I started reading, I could not stop. So I feel like many people underestimate the content written out there. Is not boring at all. Is is not boring at all. It's just, don't pick up on beliefs of some people. Try it yourself. Now the fourth one is alignment. You have to be aligned with the self that you want to become. And now, it does not mean that you have to work hard. I want you to really get over the mindset of working hard. There's nothing as working hard. There's only smart work. You have to put an effort of differentiating between smart work and laziness also. So we are going to aim for hard work we are going to aim for smart work rather than hard work. When you have created this mindset that what you wants you as much you want them, next step is to work on yourself spiritually. Now, what is working on yourself spiritually? I often see people loving another person like they are going to solve all their problems. There is no person in this world that can solve your problems for you. You have to trust a bigger energy than any human being. Then only you will have the patience to wait for things that you deserve, and that is the universe or God. So you have to have trust in a bigger energy than yourself or any human being. Even your parents, your friends, nobody is going to be there to solve your problems. All you have to do is have faith on a bigger energy that things are working, and trust me, that'll help you build patience to actually get the things that you deserve in the right time. So it helps you build patience. Being spiritually active helps you build patience, and all you have to do is sit in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes for meditation. That's it. That's how simple it is. I never used to find the sitting in meditation difficult, because I started with just 10 minutes. And my reasons were so desperate, as in I wanted to grow badly. So it came to me very naturally, like this is the simplest thing that I can do to get away with my emotions. And anything else and anything other than meditation felt like so heavy. So it actually made me feel light, and I had faith, and it worked for me. So also, when I meditate early in the morning, the things that I tell myself that we have to do this, I do that. And if you don't know, your brain waves are very positive and very neutral. If you activate it positively, it'll get activated positively. If you start your mornings by checking social media is coming out of FOMO. So you'll feel FOMO the whole day. I'm missing out on this, I'm missing out on this. And missing out means you live in a lag. you live in a state of lack, so you have to live in an abundant state to receive. What is an abundant state is, I have enough to reach where I have to. For example, knowledge is free of cost, honestly. And if you still feel, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, do you have knowledge? Knowledge is the most expensive thing one can own. Not even products, not this, not the technology, just knowledge. The last thing I wanted to do to be spiritually aligned, to be aligned with your goals, is to accept heavy emotions. By heavy emotions, I mean guilt, sadness, and regret, hurt, and emptiness, loneliness. All of them are heavy emotions. Don't ever call them bad emotions. By giving a label of bad to something, mind becomes conscious that, oh my god, I need to cure it, or something is wrong is happening. That is why we react really badly to those emotions, because we have labeled them as bad. You don't know, but words play such an important role in your life. People just speak out words like that, oh, it's okay, I spoke that and that's fine. What's the big deal? I was angry and I can say all of this. Those people don't take anyone seriously. So yeah, so accept heavy emotions. And how can you accept it is by saying they're just a part of me, just like happiness. And how I take them is a part of my growth, is to give me a spark. Do you understand? When you're sad, or you're guilty, you do everything in your power to cure it. So you actually make an effort to be positive, and after that you're happy. Obviously you are. There's no one in the world is 24/7 sad. It's just that they have accepted that their life is very sad because they don't have this. They're living in a state of lack. Because I have seen people who don't even have a reason to live, but they are full of energies, and learn from those people. How are they living? So just sit with those emotions and tell them, and just trust yourself that this is just for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I have to feel them because it is an important part of my growth. That is how sometimes you get motivation by being happy, but sometimes you get motivation by being sad also, or being maybe angry. But the important thing is you never hurt yourself or hurt the other person when you are ongoing with this journey. With girls, it's very different to feel heavy emotions, because it's because of their hormones, not because of a situation. It's very difficult to differentiate, because the moment we get sad, we start remembering, oh, that person did that to us, that person did that to me, and we have to give it a meaning. To give a meaning to sadness, what I do is I stop there. I'm not going to give a meaning. It's just an emotion I'm feeling. I'm gonna feel it and let it go. That's how simple it is. You have to be so emotionally resilient to reach at the best place. Obviously, I think you've chosen the ideal, most dreamiest place. So you also have to become a dreamiest person. So the fourth one is inspired action. Now, what is inspired action? Is something that you're doing and it's coming within you. You're not pushing yourself, using your willpower to do this. You have to do this. You have to wake up. No, you're doing it out of your wish. You're going to a job, you're doing the work, you're maybe doing accounts work, but you're so happy. I'm not going to just say that this will continue all your life. No, there'll be moments that you feel, oh, I'm not supposed to do this. Just remember these moments when you face these moments. But anyways, let's just get the job first. So you have to say yes to every opportunity that comes to your way, that your brain says, yes, you should try this. Listen to that, not to the part where it's saying, no, you're not ready for this, what will they say? Let go of your limiting beliefs. You are already the best version of yourself. Attend those events, meet random people. Let me just tell you that I have came across such beautiful opportunities by just interacting with people, because I found they are doing very good thing in their own way. Just by complimenting people more often, just compliment people randomly. You don't know how beautiful that is and how beautiful that turns out to be. So just be a positive version of yourself. Just be a positive version of yourself to be this person who does all of this. Now, I have told you the 4 easiest steps that you have to do, and I also want to recommend you like 4 books to read in order to get there. The first one is the 5am Club, written by Robin Sharma, and he has written the science behind our mind and how successful people actually behave. There's a routine of like millionaires written in there, and if you follow it, you actually get ahead of your life. And the second one is Compound Effect. I cannot like get over these books. That is why I'm recommending you. Compound Effect is how you create good habits. You know, successful people are just people who had good habits, and they repeated it for a repeated period of time until they achieved the goals. Third one is Mind Control. Book is all about meditation, how you should meditate, and what way should you meditate, and how will it help you. And the fourth one is The Mountain Is You. Now we all have things that keep us from going where we want to go, and that book is beautifully written. And just I want to say this to all of you: if you read The Mountain Is You, the things that your brain tells you at the moment that those people are not good for you, just believe it. That repeatedly, even if you see an Instagram reel and it's about a toxic person, and a person comes to your mind, they are toxic. Just don't let it be. Just unfollow them, take a break, and see if they are actually that person or not, and then get back to your life. These are the 4 books that you should definitely read if you want to get where you want to be. In my context, I actually wanted to do a business in which I didn't have to go to the place so often, and I seriously don't have to. I can pursue my content creation side by side and take as many leaves as I want, and it's like a blessing. And I worked really hard for it, like really hard, as in, I mean, like now saying it and seeing it seems difficult for me, but when I did it, I was very passionate and excited. I'm still excited to continue those habits. So if you guys find this helpful in any way, I would really want you to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that I can make more videos like this, because I really want to help a lot of people who are young and maybe at whatever age they are, to have faith in their life and live a beautiful happy life. So I love you guys, and thank you so much for taking out time to watch my video.